Bilgehan Ozturk, who is a researcher at SETA Foundation. And can Turkey rely on the international community now for support looking at this operation?
It is hard to expect that, to be honest, because what constitutes, when we say international community, it is first and foremost, it is the Western world in general, including United States and the major European powers. And for a very long time, both Washington's and European capitals' position on YPG, PKK in Syria, and Turkey's concerns are quite clear. And even when Turkey carries out an attack against YPG presence in northern Syria, it is actually a thing that is damaging Turkey's relations with its Western allies. So in a way, it is very incomprehensibly a Western allies' attitude, a very sympathetic attitude towards YPG, PKK, for its so-called fight against Daesh or ISIS in Syria, even to the extent that at the expense of their alliance or their cordial relations with their long-time NATO ally, Turkey. So the track record and past experience is showing us that there is no reason or there's no room for optimism to expect from the international community to sympathize with Turkey, no matter how this move is informed by self-defense or retaliatory in nature, which is following the let's say unprovoked terrorist attack in Turkish capital at the weekend. But no matter how it is informed by self-defense, principles, unfortunately for political reasons, for probably strategic reasons too, Western allies of Turkey, which is consisting the majority of the international community, is not on the same page with Turkey, and for that reason, I'm not very optimistic.
The Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan has sent out a warning to third parties in the region. Who would he be referring to in that respect, and what would he be warning them about?
Well, it was obviously U.S. forces belonging to U.S. CENTCOM, Central Command, because they are the ones who have been on the ground with YPG forces, shoulder to shoulder, They are the ones who have been contributing and investing in the capacity of YPG forces, and now it has gone beyond YPG's capacity or combat capacity against Daesh and ISIS. Now, due to United States or Central Command's investment and contribution to YPG and SDF's let's say capacity, it is now let's say carrying out the duties and some functions that a quasi-state is undertaken. So this is basically YPG's separatist agenda, and they have a vested interest in establishing a quasi-state autonomous let's say structure, and that is why whatever U.S. Central Command has been investing in is going beyond the combat experience, or let's say building YPG merely as a fighting force. So this is of course an ontological security issue for Turkey, and when it comes to the third party, alluded third party in Hakan Fidan's statement, it is only the U.S. servicemen on the ground and nobody else.
And is it the case that Turkey feels like it's exhausted all avenues to try and resolve this situation, and why it's come to this?
Well, it has been years so far. This is not the first time Turkey is falling out from the United States. Turkey has exhausted actually in many avenues in its dialogue, in its negotiations with Washington over the years, administration after administration. Turkey's concerns are the same. And U.S. response, regardless of the change of administrations, still the same. And the problem is U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, is quite an autonomous entity or actor, even within the DoD, Pentagon. They have a, let's say, very anti-Turkey or quite pro-YPG approach and attitude. And this is actually poisoning the nature of Turkish-American relations. And since Turkey has so far tried many things, even we can go back to the peace spring operations in northeast Syria, when Turkey spearheaded an operation, cross-border operation against YPG, despite the U.S. servicemen's resistance to withdraw from the area. So we have seen the peace spring operations, and Turkish and American troops were on the brink of confrontation. After a while, U.S. servicemen had to withdraw from Turkey's line of fire, and at the same time, U.S. high-ranking officials came to Turkey to force a, let's say, ceasefire, and that's how a peace spring operation in northeast Syria. And so there is a history behind this confrontation, and even some would call this a chicken game. It is a matter of now who would blink first. But the problem is Turkey expects the United States to understand its concerns, and Turkey wants United States to stay out of the way when Turkey has the right to retaliate out of self-defense against a legitimate target, which is the PKK and in Syria, YPG.
Okay, Bilgehan Ozturk joining us there live from Ankara. Thank you for that.